Welcome to the Power Commander 5 hardware installation video tutorial for the Can-Am Spyder RT and RTS models. To install this device, the plastic side panels must be removed on both sides of the engine. Start by opening the bike's seat and front storage compartment. Remove the mirrors by pulling outward and upward on them. For a more detailed removal procedure of the mirrors, refer to the bike's service manual. Next, remove the bolts that are securing the upper plastic side panel in place. Also remove the plastic pop rivets under the front storage compartment lid that secure the front of the plastic panel. The upper panel should then be able to pop out of its place and can then be removed completely. Next, remove the inner black plastic cover by removing the screws that secure it in place. Now we must remove the lower outside panel by first removing the screws fastening the rear of it behind the lid of the saddlebag. At this point, the lower panel can pop out of place and be removed. Repeat this entire process on the opposite side of the bike so that all 6 plastic panels from both sides of the bike are removed. We're now ready to begin routing and connecting of the Power Commander's wire harness to the bike's fuel injectors and throttle position sensor. Route the Power Commander's harness down the left side of the vehicle and towards the throttle bodies. Locate the bike's front cylinder fuel injector and disconnect the stock connector from it. This is located on the right-hand side of the vehicle to the right and rear of the airbox. Connect the Power Commander's leads with orange and red wires to the bike's stock front injector connector. Next, connect the Power Commander lead with white and orange tracer and red wires directly to the front injector. We need to temporarily unbolt the bike's map sensor from the left-hand side of the throttle body so that we can access the bike's rear fuel injector. This map sensor is the one with the green sticker. Once we have access to the bike's rear injector, we will disconnect it from the injector and connect it to the Power Commander lead with yellow and red wires. Then we connect the lead with white, yellow tracer and red wires to the rear injector and resecure the map sensor to the throttle body. Next, locate the bike's throttle position sensor on the left side of the throttle bodies. Temporarily disconnect the connector for it. Use the supplied wire tap to tap into the signal wire of this sensor, which is the yellow wire with white tracer. Then clamp in the single gray wire of the Power Commander harness to the other end of this wire tap. Reconnect the TPS connector back to the TPS. Remove this pictured wire clamp bolt from the left-hand side of the rear cylinder head. Put the Power Commander's ground wire, which is the black wire with the eyelet on the end, through this bolt and secure it to the cylinder head. This will complete the Power Commander connections, and we can now move on to connecting the supplied O2 optimizer. The O2 optimizer has male and female connections for connecting in series with the bike's front and rear O2 sensors. Connectors on the optimizer's harness are labeled front and rear. Connect the leads labeled front to the bike's front O2 sensor connectors located on the left-hand frame rail by the front cylinder. Then connect the optimizer leads labeled rear to the rear O2 sensor connectors. These can be found on the right-hand side of the vehicle between the airbox and the coolant reservoir. Using the supplied Velcro and zip ties, secure the modules to the frame and tie up the harness to keep them free of any hot or moving parts and reinstall all of the plastic body panels. This will complete the installation.